But at least it's cool. 70 degrees. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dave here, Holiday for Two. And I'm laughing because we're getting ready to go camping. And it's the end. It's the end of September, early part of October here, and now we're getting rain. And it's been really dry and hot, but boy, we really love it when it rains. But we're getting ready to take off. We're loading up the camper and the dogs. We're going to be taking a trip up to Lake Pleasant and going to a campground that we haven't been to for a while. We've been to some of the other campgrounds near Lake Pleasant, but we're going to be heading to Roadrunner Campground, which is on the kind of in the middle of the lake. It's near the dam, but it's a really nice campground. It's up on the hill. It's got hookups and everything. Normally we stay at Desert Tortoise Campground, but we're going to be at Roadrunner Campground, and we're going to show you around and just have a good time. We're going to be fixing some drinks and just relaxing for an overnight stay at Roadrunner Campground, Lake Pleasant. We'll show you what it is and just kind of come along and enjoy some of the fun with us. Can you hear it? You can hear the rain on our rooftop. Let's go. We're heading to Lake Pleasant, Roadrunner Campground. The rain is supposed to let up this afternoon and tonight, so I don't think we're going to have rain all day long, but it's nice to have some rain and cool weather for a change. Let's go.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Once you come in through the main gate in the park, if you get a reservation here at the campground, your entrance to the park is included with that. So all you have to do is just check in. And right off to the left here is the main boat ramp that we often use, the 10-lane boat ramp. This is one of the larger ones. There's also a boat ramp up north of this area, up Castle Hot Springs Road. There's also another boat ramp over at Lake Pleasant Harbor. Now, all of these sites here at Roadrunner Campground, as well as the other campgrounds, are reserved through Maricopa County Parks. And I'll be sure to look in the description below, and I'll put links down below for the website so you can check in on that and find out more about the parks as well as the campgrounds. Maricopa County has lots of parks in Maricopa County, and this particular site has what I think is some of the best views of the lake. The other campgrounds are nice too that we stay at. Desert Tortoise, which is over behind us here. But Roadrunner has some of the best views, and all of these sites have electric and water hookups. And there is a dump station as you leave the park. So if you need to in fact, we did that on the way out as we left on the next day. But you're kind of looking east here, and there's a lot of things to hike around if you want to go down to the water. It is a little bit of a hike right now because the water levels for Lake Pleasant this time of year, September and October, are low, and they don't start coming back up again until the winter time. Then the water levels start coming back up again around Christmas time, Thanksgiving, and so you'll notice that the water levels will increase and fluctuate throughout the year. There's some areas here where you can pull off and just picnic if you want. There's also a visitor nature center that's just a short walk away from Roadrunner Campground, straight ahead right there on the road. And that's really nice, kind of a little hike. We took the dogs up there and walked up there. As you come into the campground here, there's two loops. We're in this first loop, but there's also another loop that's on the left there that we didn't go through. Most of the sites, though, are kind of similar to what you see as we drive through here. You have, so these here on the left are host sites. You have a little parking area right there, and as you come a little bit farther, you get into the actual campsites. Each site has a fire ring, a table, as well as water and electric hookups. And 50-amp hookups also available. I saw that, which I thought was nice. And the sites vary in range from 30 feet to 45 feet. As you can see that where the van is off to the right there, that's a pretty big site. So you could easily get a longer motorhome or camper trailer in there. It just so happened that we got here a little bit early and somebody was in our spot. And so Tammy said, well, just back up in this empty spot and wait for him to leave. And sure enough, that's what we did. It's kind of funny because he was waiting for the spot that we backed up into. We didn't know that till later. You'll hear Tammy say something about he thought we were just walking the dogs for a few minutes. So that's kind of funny. But checkout time is noon and check-in time is 1 o'clock. Hey, Patch, you ready to go camping? Yeah. We got our camp spot, huh? Yeah, we're camping. Just stay right there. Good boy. We're just getting set up in our spot here. Gonna get everything. We'll put the dog beds down and everything.
We were just gonna pet there and just walk our dogs.
Oh yeah.
He's like, they're just gonna go walk their dogs. So funny.
All right, we made it. Look at the view though we got here. I gotta show you my view. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Beautiful.
We can put our chairs out here and watch the lake. Oh, hi, Patch. Yeah, what a view, huh? Alright, we're gonna get set up. Later on, we're gonna make some margaritas. Yeah. Just relax. Yeah. I mean, it's not really that full, but it's nice. I like to have it out here. Alright, they're all set up. We got our couch and our dog couch. This is our couch, dog's couch. This is like the first nice weather we've had in Phoenix area anyway in several months. And enjoying it while we can. It's like, what, 75, right? 78 right now. It's been in the hundreds. We're gonna maybe take a walk down to the lake later and see how far it is to get to the water. But first, lunch. Sam's just exploring everything out. You like your couch there, Patch? We're going to the nature center. Right, Patch? That way. Here comes Sam. Come on, Patch. I don't know if he can. I guess he can. Looks like there's a playground up here. Sam likes to stop and smell the cactus. He's taking his time. Just so everybody knows kind of where we are, the 10-lane boat ramp is straight ahead. Desert Tortoise Campground is kind of over that way. That's where we usually camp. And then Scorpion Bay is way over there. That's the Bradshaw's up that way. And over the Bradshaw's is Prescott. This is kind of nice. They have a little playground here. Got this eagle eating a fish up here. And then big bug over there. It looks like a tarantula or something. Oh, look at the bird looking at me. All right. This is a little area where they do nature talks and stuff here, especially with kids from school. They bring them out here, field trips and stuff. They bring them out here and do nature talks. That's why we get a cell signal here so good. Wow, look at that. We should get a spanking good signal here, man. Yeah, you can't see it, but I'm getting 5 bars, 5G. That's why. Oh man, I just love these kind of days. Sam is doing the staircase.
Good job, Sam. You did it.
He did did. They came down all those steps. Good boy, Sam. Come on, Patch. I was like, okay, I'm ready. Let's go, let's go. Pew, pew. The lay of the land. Roadrunner Trailhead. You know, I think I would change the name from Roadrunner to Lakeview. If it were me, this is such a pretty lake view up here. This is the Roadrunner Trail. Arizona rattlesnakes. I didn't know they had so many different kinds of rattlesnakes. There he comes. That's a Waddell Dam. I want to say it was built in the late 80s. Sometime around there. Oh, the Maricopa Trail. 315-mile long Maricopa Trail. Wow, it goes all the way around there. Look at that. From Lake Pleasant to White Tanks, Estrellas, South Mountain, even down to Santan. Hold on, Patch. Usery, McDowell. We're going to go there later on in November, I think. That's probably the roughest spot right through there.
Careful, careful. Oh, sorry, honey.
Come on, Sam. You can do it.
Sorry, Sam.
Come on. We'll get some cookies and water and cookies when we get back.
You come on. You're doing great. Come on, Sam. Good job.
All right, lead the way,
Almost
Patch.
there, Sam. Almost there. Oh,
You,
sorry, baby.
you got this, Patch. Straight ahead, yep. We are trying to see if we can find a way to the lake. We have a storm coming, so we're, well, maybe a storm or a rainstorm. It's supposed to rain in about an hour. Watch for roadrunners on Roadrunner Trail. Oh, Hilltop Lookout. Prehistoric site. Please respect the past by not impacting the site with trash or damage. Okay. Interesting. Well, the sign is faded, but apparently, according to the sign, what I can read, this was a Hohokam campsite or home site dating back about 2,000 years. I see a little fire pit area right there. They lived in this area 1,000 years ago or more. Oh, what a site here. Now, this would be a pretty campsite, but they don't let you camp over here. Wow, what a view. You see how low the water is. That's north, and that's sort of west that way right there. Go check on Sam, because Sam's still making his way over here. Waiting to see if we're going to get rain. But in the meantime, we're going to make some margaritas. I'm getting dinner ready. Gotta make some margaritas, and I got a new little toy I'm going to show you. I just bought this the other day. It's a 500 watt blender, and I wanted one that was 500 watts so I could use it with one of our power stations in the event that we're boondocking. So I'm going to be trying this out in just a minute with the EB70. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be sure to put a link for this below. We bought this ourselves. They didn't send this to us, but it's a Icusina personal power blender, 500 watts. And it has 2 cups in here that you can use on top. You can do smoothies with it, or in our case, we're gonna make margaritas with ice margarita mix and some tequila. Cocktails night. I think one will be fine. It comes with two little, what do you call them? Personal cups to go. If you want to do like smoothies, you can do like a smoothie in one and then put it in the freezer and let it sit in there. That kind of stuff. And it has lids for them and stuff. Cool. We got our ice. This is a margarita mix. What is that? The Margaritaville Skinny Margarita. Is that gonna be enough for both of us? There you go. And you have to make sure it goes on there and then we twist lock it. That's all we got there. Alright.
Put it on a solid surface. It's twist locked, and now what?
Hit the little button. Didn't even go up. 270, 300. Didn't even go to 500. I don't know if there's different power settings. I didn't see anything on there.
This will be awesome for our smoothie in the morning too.
Oh yeah. Oh yum. Cocktails.
It's cocktail hour. Baby.
Thank you. Cheers. Yay. It's our margaritas. That's good.
It is good.
Now I gotta go check on dinner. Hi, Casina.
Hi, Cucina.
Okay. Take this out. Enjoy. Hey, Patch. Sorry you guys don't get any. Our voila, what is this? Chicken Alfredo meal. Italian Alfredo, I think. With broccoli, noodles, carrots. It's good. Just add a little water and heat it up. Oh yeah. This is one of those easy camp meals that I love. They call it a voila, I guess is what it is, a voila meal. Oh, I see some rain over there. Finished my margarita. Finishing my dinner. Finished your margarita?
I finished, which is very good. Do you want seconds?
I took seconds already, actually.
We don't want leftovers.
No, especially when it's not the yellow light.
We couldn't keep a citronella candle lit right now.
The white light will attract bugs.
We'll turn it off.
Oh, good morning. What a pretty sunrise. We had a little bit of rain last night. I'm trying to be quiet because people are still sleeping. Beautiful. Isn't that a pretty sunrise? Oh. Good morning, Patch. I'm being watched. Somebody wants to go for a walk. They got their sticks, so this is stick time. Happy time, huh, Sam? We love our sticks. These are chicken sticks. Yeah, they love those. I think we're done with the rain for a while. We just had our coffee. I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then we'll probably head home early today. This is the first time we've been to Roadrunner Campground in a long. We've been here a long time ago. I think the last time we were here, we didn't have the motorhome. We had a trailer. So actually, that would have been. Time really flies. That would have been 2017, 2016. So that was almost 9 years ago, Dave. Wow, what happens? Time just flies. Yeah, it would have been about 2016, 2017. We had a gray wolf trailer that we came up here with, and our son was with us then too. But it's a nice campground. Got hookups and water. But I still say they should change this campground from Roadrunner to Lakeview. Because look at the view of the lake. You got a view of the lake up here. And depending on where your campsite is, you really get a good view. So stay tuned. At the end of the video, I'll put some more information on how to find this campground, how to reserve a spot. This particular campground is part of Maricopa County, just like the other one that we stay at over there, the Desert Tortoise Campground. That's also part of Maricopa County, and you can reserve these through the website on Maricopa County. I'll put a link down below for you. But this one's a little farther up on the lake, but you get a nice view. Look at that. And beautiful sunrise this morning. Have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. I like to add this part of the video for folks who are not familiar with the Phoenix area and how to get to Lake Pleasant. So let me kind of give you a real brief rundown of how to get here the easiest way. If you have a Google map in your car or some mapping system, just type in Lake Pleasant Roadrunner Campground, and that'll take you to the south end of the lake here for Roadrunner Campground. But I-17 will take you up to Carefree Highway 74. Or you can take the 303 over. You're going to get off on Lake Pleasant Parkway, which is right around here. Let me zoom in a little bit. And when you get up here, you'll see a place called Wild Horse West, and there's a gas station right here on the corner. And a lot of stuff's not showing up, Dave. Yeah, there it is, the Shell gas station. And there's a big area here, New River Road. You're going to come on 74. When you get here, you're going to go all the way over here till you find Castle Hot Springs Road. And it's not showing up on my map here for some reason, but it's approximately in here. And you're going to come up Castle Hot Springs Road, kind of where you see this church camp area. There's a road that comes up here. And then there's an entrance on the west side that takes you into Lake Pleasant Regional Park. And there's a couple of campgrounds here that you can camp at. There's Desert Tortoise. There's, of course, Roadrunner. But they also have a new spot they've added near the boat ramp area, which is right in here, that is shoreline camping. And that's the only camping in the Maricopa County side of the lake. There's also camping on the east side of the lake at Pleasant Harbor RV Resort. And I have videos that we've done on both of these. So I'll put links up here. They'll show in the corner. If you want to find out about Pleasant Harbor, look for the link to Pleasant Harbor. If you want to find out more about Desert Tortoise Campground, watch for a link to appear on Desert Tortoise. But we're going to focus on Roadrunner, which is one of the nicest Lakeview campgrounds near Phoenix that I've found. There's another one near Roosevelt Lake, and I believe the one at Roosevelt Lake is actually called Lakeview Campground. But I think they should change this to Lakeview Campground because it's really pretty up there. Now, it's deceptive because when you see the map here, you think, well, it's close to the lake. But you're up on a hill, so you're not really close to the lake. So if you have a boat, and you want to bring the boat in close to where you're camping, that's probably not one of the better ones to bring your boat to. But you can still bring a boat here and tow it behind your vehicle and then launch it at the marina for the day, and then bring it in and then go back and camp at the campground. But if you want to come here and enjoy the lake, this is if you don't have a boat, there's a lot of things you can do to still enjoy the lake. You can swim in the lake, you can fish in the lake, you can even rent boats at Scorpion Bay. They have boat rentals. They have a little restaurant there too. They rent pontoon boats. They do the same thing over here at Pleasant Harbor. So you can actually rent jet skis and stuff too. And if you if you have a pontoon boat, there's places you can pull in for the night and camp. You can boat in camp in certain areas of the lake. They allow that, but they don't allow you to like shoreline camp. They stopped that about 5 or 6 years ago, right around 2020. They stopped a lot of that. If you like to shoreline camp, check out my video on Bartlett Lake. That's one of the lakes around Phoenix that still allows shoreline camping. So let's zoom in on Roadrunner for a bit here so I can kind of give you a better shot of the campground. And unfortunately, it doesn't give me the camp spot numbers. Let me change to the satellite. There we go. And if you camp here, there's the Discovery Center. That's where we walked up to. We also walked around Roadrunner Trail. You saw that in the video. So there's a lot of hiking opportunities, and they're pretty dog-friendly trails, as you saw. There's a day use area right over here where you can pull in for the day and then walk down to the water. And if you want a really good view of the lake, you want to get one of the spots on what's called Hawk Loop, east on the east part of this Hawk Loop, right in this area, or the north part of this loop. Okay, you're not going to really get a good lake view on anything back here. Although if a lot of people camping over here, and that's fine. If you do camp on this side of the loop, you're going to get a better view of the of the Phoenix Valley from here. There's a pretty nice view on this side of the lake, but you're not going to get the actual lake view. You'll get a beautiful view of the desert, but you're not going to get a view of the lake. So if you're looking for a beautiful view of the lake in the morning when you wake up and you want to have coffee and just watch the lake, pick one of these spots here. I know 11 was over here, and we just loved that. We were at number 9, number 8 or 9, which is right here. I think 9, 8, and then there's 11 and 12. I'm assuming that's the way the numbers go, but any of these spots. So how do you get one of those spots? Let me show you. You're going to go to what's called the Maricopa County Parks and Recreation website, and just type in Maricopa County Parks Camping, and this will pop up. Now, Maricopa County has a lot of really nice campgrounds. So if you want to look them up and reserve one, you're going to click on the link here for Maricopa County Parks.org. This will take you to the reservation website where you can actually reserve a spot. I suggest you go up and log in and create yourself an account, and then enter the name of the place that you want to camp. They have about 13, 12, 14 campgrounds around Phoenix. Places like Usury Park, the White Tanks. They're building a new one up near Vulture Peak Recreation Area. That's not ready yet. Estrella Park is opening a new campground pretty soon as well. But you're going to type in Lake Pleasant Regional Park, and it will pop up there. And then you're going to select a date that you want to come. So I'm going to just pick a date like November 18th, and I want to stay for 3 days. And then you're going to select what you're going to be coming in. You want a camping spot. And then, of course, or camping equipment. We're going to click an RV motorhome. And trailer length, I'm going to just say under 30. So this is nice because they kind of filter out which ones have spots that are available for you. And by golly, look at that. They're all booked up. Not available. You know why that is? Because November is a popular time. So if you really think you want to come out here, go back and pick a time that's farther in the future. Like if I wanted to come out in January, that would probably be better because for 3 nights, let's do a search for January. I'm going to guess that in January there will be let's go back. Let's go to Lake Pleasant. Okay, let's pick January, or even better yet, February 9th for about 3 days. And look at that. There's a couple of spots open at Roadrunner. And it looks like there are some sites open at Desert Tortoise Campground. Now, the primitive camping, you need to check availability. There may be spots open, first come, first serve. And they do have overflow areas. So if you come here, I suggest reserving a spot well ahead of time, 4 to 6 months away. The winter time is going to be one of the peak times of the year. So if I'm doing this video right now at the end of September. And so October, November, December, January, February, end of January, February, and March. That's the time that I'm going to start booking one of these spots out here. So I'm ready and set for 4 to 6 months in the future. And then you're going to just click on which area you want. And then you're going to click develop, which means it has power. Or semi-developed, which means there's spots available that have no power, but they're nice spots, like the south part of Desert Tortoise. Roadrunner, you're going to click on there. You want to see the map. And there's the spots there that were on that top of the loop. 11, 13, 15, 16, 18, D20, D23, D24. Those are the sites that give you the best views. We were in number 9 right there. So we were in D9 was our site. But D11, D12 was okay. These are okay. You had a kind of a nice view here, but they're really the best views along there. And they all have hookups. And there is a dump station. Let me go back to the map. There is a dump station here at when you're going out the lake, back out the entrance. When you're going by Desert Tortoise Campground over here on the road, there is a as you're coming around on this road, there is a dump station right around it here where you can dump your holding tank. It's not showing up on the map, but I have to zoom in. There it is. There's Castle Hot Springs Road. There's the road right there, and that dump station is like right there. But yes, there's a dump station right there where you can dump your holding tank. Just, what do they call this road? South Park Road? So, lots of things to do. It's a good place to come. If you don't have a boat, you can still have fun and enjoy the water. Swimming season runs from about April through October, and then it starts to get cold. Once the weather starts getting cooler, the lake temperatures will drop. But a lot of folks come out and they want to fish. So you got a fishing boat, put a fishing boat in, and enjoy they have catfish, bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, striped bass, as well as little crappies and sunfish and stuff like that. All right. Hope you enjoyed this and found this helpful finding Lake Pleasant and Roadrunner Campground. Have a great day. Catch you later. Bye.